Can you run your YouTube channel from Dubai and save taxes? These are the three things that you should consider. I'm a chartered accountant from London and I help people deal with finances and tax. I recently had 4 meetings with YouTubers in the last couple of weeks, and one of them asked me that I see some of these YouTubers living in Dubai, living the high life. Is this something that could work for me, and how would that apply to my circumstances? I understand that some online influencers have made their whole personality talking negative about the UK, and it works for them in terms of getting views. But leaving the country and starting to work from Dubai does not automatically mean that you're going to start saving taxes. The number one point that you should consider as a YouTuber is US withholding tax. If you earn ad revenue and live in the UK, you get 30% extra revenue because you live in the UK. When you move to Dubai, that 30% becomes a cost to you from the top line, not from profits, from sales. And you cannot claim any expenses against this 30% cost. Now, this may not be relevant to you. In one of my meetings last week, and these are all sort of different YouTubers, they had entirely different circumstances, and how they make money was completely different as well. I came across a YouTuber who earns a decent amount of money because his viewers pay him a monthly subscription, which is like $4 or $5 a month. So it's not a lot, but it adds up. His ad revenue, which was subject to that 30% charge, is less than 5% of his total sales. So he is in a position where if he is open to it, that 30% charge won't affect him that much. The second point is consider the high cost of living, especially if you have children or dependents. There are certain areas in Dubai which are relatively cheap, but they don't offer the kind of lifestyle that triggered your interest in the first place. So they don't charge tax in Dubai, but they don't have certain public services that you can access for free in the UK, including education. So you have to pay for literally everything. So when you budget for your cost of living, make sure you account for those additional expenses that you may not have to pay here in the UK. The third point is about making sure that you don't come back to the UK after a couple of years. Interestingly enough, we are getting clients who are leaving Dubai tax-free and coming to live in the UK, sacrificing half of their paycheck for what they consider to be a better lifestyle. So you don't want to be doing that. So if you want to leave the UK, make sure you leave for at least 6 years and you're mentally prepared for that level of commitment. You cannot come back here and overstay in the UK because you can be considered a tax resident here and you could lose some of the tax benefits that you wanted to achieve. It has to be a long-term decision for most people. Again, seek professional advice because every person has their own individual circumstances, but it has to be a long-term decision for most people to make it work. I hope you found this video useful. Like and follow to stay connected.